Y'all, seriously, I can't handle it. We were talking about that finale, that sensate finale. We're doing it right now, right here, right now. Look at that intro. Hurry up!
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Welcome back, Sensates. We are here at AfterBuzz TV talking about the Sensate finale here, right now in this hot, disgusting California weather.
Oh, it's 108 degrees in the valley.
It's disgusting. Hello, I am your host and the lady who birthed. Well, no, maybe not.
This cluster right here.
No. It's too early for that. Hi, I'm Alexis Torres. You guys can find me all over social media at ATorres890. We're all a little crazy because again it's hot and also because that finale was insane.
Yes.
But I want to introduce the rest of my sensei here to my far left, Zach.
How you doing? My name is Zach Silverman. You can find me all across social media at Zach with a CH Silverman 2 and at my website, thezachsilverman.com.
And the blue streak herself, Kari Lane.
Oh, how's it going? My name is Kari Lane. You can find me online at Kari D Lane. That's KARIDLANE.
And my beautiful chocolate twin, Joelle Monique.
Hi, boo.
Hey, boo.
You can find me all over the internet at Joelle Monique and every week at blackgirlnerds.com.
And don't forget, you guys can find AfterBuzz TV everywhere where it says AfterBuzz TV, all over social media. Definitely find us in the live chat. Zach's got that up. Kari's looking at that. We're over here. Definitely check us out on iTunes as well. But let's get into it. So, you want a war, everybody?
Yeah. What a way to go out.
Can we start with the obvious and just say, thank God we got a 2-hour finale?
Thank you so much.
We talked about this, that everybody said that was a cliffhanger, but I didn't realize how much of a cliffhanger
That is
it was.
such a cliffhanger.
There's so many questions.
If they ended on that, I would have just...
Mark, you're going to have to keep this on the wide because we're pretty much going to be screaming the entire time.
I understand why everybody was so upset. Like,
Yeah,
waiting
seriously,
and watching
oh my
the fans
God.
melt down and not being able to be like, relax, or maybe, or I don't know.
Everything's
But I
fine.
get it now, guys.
There's
I
no
get your
time of not.
frustration.
No.
None whatsoever in
We
this
all
episode.
kind of knew there was cliffhanger with Wolfie, so then
Yes.
I'm like, okay, cool, yeah,
Yes.
fine.
Yeah, and you can
then
tell
I'm like,
throughout
no,
the episode.
cliffhanger on every topic.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay. So if you guys didn't know, though, we did do this live stream. It's on AfterBuzz's YouTube, AfterBuzz Facebook page, and then I posted one on Twitter, but it died.
There's some good moments
You
in it.
watched the first half on Twitter.
it's fine.
Yeah,
And
on
then go to
Facebook.
over to
AfterBuzz
AfterBuzz.
Facebook, yeah.
It's fine. You'll find
But-
it. It's pretty hysterical.
I thought it was funny, all our reactions of everyone like cheering at the same time and like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there was
And
a
when
lot of-
whispers came in.
We did have
Oh
a nice...
yeah, there's so many expletives. Children, your ears. Don't watch this.
Censors.
Oh,
Earmuffs,
so
earmuffs
many
for children.
expletives. I
It's okay.
apologize.
It was one of those episodes for sure.
mostly me.
So, I mean, Zach had a really big one. That was really funny.
It was
Sorry.
perfect.
No, I loved it. I needed
oh
it.
yeah, no, we all like this show is TVMA. We can drop some.
Oh
M's
yeah,
on
do
it.
all of the things. There's so many MFs in this episode.
I like
From the cast,
in the
too,
live to chat. The something cast said tables would have been flipped in terms
Yeah.
of no finale after
good.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, he
can't
literally
leave
flipped
it.
the table
Netflix.
still, but...
Yeah,
I
I was
would
like,
still be writing Netflix if they had been like, we can't. I mean, you can.
You
just,
totally
can.
just 2 hours.
Yeah.
But like we can't actually because it's bolted into the
Yeah,
studio.
no.
So, but
We'd love
I'm
to,
actually
but-
going to change it up this episode. we
Ooh,
usually
wow.
go by person. I'm actually going to start from the frickin' beginning
Yeah.
and end it. We're
Let's do
doing the
this.
whole thing. So
All right.
we got to start off with the good stuff. June Kim's party.
Oh.
Holy shit!
Zach, if you guys watch the live stream,
The
Zach
whole
totally called the
time.
Terminator.
I mean, there's so many shots. I'm like, oh, there's a Terminator shot right there, right there, right there, her face and everything. And then the motorcycle comes out and
goes,
he's like, she's a freaking Terminator! And I was like, yes!
So the main points I want to bring up, because I know we can't go into full detail because we don't have a lot of time. We have Mun. How did you feel about that? But we're happy that
nobody,
he's
no
alive.
proof, and they're
No,
like
he's
critical
alive.
Yeah, he's still
They
alive.
definitely
But yeah,
brought that
I
up.
was
Man, but he got shot.
In the gut, like at close
Like that
range.
hurt.
I was like, oh,
Not
this is not
easy
good.
to
They're
survive
probably
that.
my other favorite couple.
No, they're adorable. I want them
yeah.
to work. But yeah, I was feeling with Son at that point when he was talking about his dad, even though I wanted to like gag because I was like, oh, you're
So
such a piece
funny.
of
It was
shit.
so fake. It was
Yeah, I know,
so
it was
bad.
gross.
Speech though.
It was. It
like,
was a
it's
good
a
speech.
douche speech, but it's a good douche
Like
speech.
if you didn't know what was going on, you'd be like, oh my god,
I
how
do want to give this
impactful.
company my
Yes,
money.
take care of me.
He suffered, but he's back.
This is just me just doing this the entire time.
just-
Anyway, but like, so I was surprised because we had the full chase scene, which was amazing. But yes,
Yeah.
It was
definitely that
longer
turn-
than I thought it was going to be. I was
Yeah.
like, all right, they're in the garage. It's
The
going to end right here.
flashbacks were so
Oh,
perfect.
They
It's
were.
like,
Yeah, it was perfectly timed because like she's gonna kill him. She's gonna kill him. She's gonna do it. Yes, and then the mom comes in. I'm like,
No, it's the perfect
no, don't get the
reason
better
not to
judgment of
do
things.
it. And then the shots of like, first of all, we call them disco panties because that's what they are. And
Oh,
they
they're
are
awesome.
They're the best.
Awesome with
so
the boots.
good.
With the boots.
and then you said these boots are made for rocking or something, and then the shot of the motorcycle.
Yeah. I was like, but like these little white ankle boots, we all need them now. So I'm ready.
These little white go-go boots.
They were perfection. They were
awesome.
perfection. Speaking of sparkly underpants.
Oh yes. Well, you want to do something real quick?
Well, real quick.
Yes.
This is TVMA show too. I like Pamela in the chat. Her brother is a motherfucker.
Yes, he is.
Such
He
a
is.
motherfucker.
I was really surprised that Will was just like, let's just wait, and then all of a sudden, yeah, let's get this motherfucker.
We gotta go.
Yes, I think we all cheered in that moment.
We definitely did. I love
It was
how
cool the dynamics between like people. Wolfie's
They're
like,
like,
no,
hold
we're
on.
just gonna kill him. Let's just do it. Just go. And then
Yeah.
people are like, no. Calls come like, no, hold on, wait, and then.
But Will had a good reason. He's like, wait, the cops are here. It's okay.
Yeah,
and then I'm
that
like,
was- that was
all
cool.
right, fine. And then no,
Just took that away
Right, and
real
then she
quick.
took out that knife.
But yeah, I just, especially because with Will, because he doesn't really curse that much. So like when he said that, I was like, oh, we mean business. But
It's on. Everybody's
It
in
is.
for it now.
yeah,
Yes.
but no, seriously, you know who else meant business? Those disco panties.
Those
You know what I'm
disco
saying?
panties.
Speaking of that, we have a sponsor today. It is Me Undies.
Me undies!
The comfortable pair of underwears. Let's see. Our sponsor is Me Undies, the softest underwear you will ever wear. They're one of those products you just have to experience for yourself. I could tell you about them all day long, but feeling is believing. Because Me Undies come in all kinds of colors and patterns. They release new limited edition panties each month that always sell out. Unfortunately, it's not disco panties this time. It would be awesome. I know. This month's pattern, though, were designed by the legendary 80s clothing band Cross Colors. Yes, with names that live up to their bold design and bright colors. Increased D piece. Play on words there. You dig? And the OG. You got to see them for yourselves. And right now you can get 20% off your first pair and receive free shipping only at meundies.com/buzz. There's a reason MeUndies have sold over 5 million pairs to date. You'll feel it when you put them on. And if you don't love your first pair of MeUndies, they're free.
If you watch this video and then purchased Me Undies, please send me a video of your best like strut disco panties walk.
Yes!
Walking with a rebar.
And your love.
Walking with
Tag me.
rebar. Get 20% off your first pair plus free shipping at meundies.com/buzz. That's meundies.com/buzz. meundies.com/buzz. Check them out there.
Do it.
Sweet. I just realized that we were just like, just send all your videos with
We
just your
want
underwear
to
on.
see you in your underwear. It's okay.
Keep it classy though, okay?
Please, yes.
Jesus.
in
Best
your
reenactment of
underwear,
Sun.
not next to, not on top to, just the underwear, y'all.
Jeez. Classy acts. All right, so another classy act. Oh well, no, we can't really
we
finish
can't-
with that
yeah.
because we have obviously the end where she decided that we thought for sure she was gonna take, what was that,
No.
rhubarb?
It was a rebar,
Yeah, rebar.
right to the
Rebar.
throat. We were like, is it going to be the heart, the throat?
No.
Are we going to bash his
As
head
soon as
in?
the cops
Right
were
through
there,
the
I'm like, she
genitalia.
can't.
Yeah, as soon as the
If
cops
they
showed
were
up.
far enough away to not see her do it, then I'm like, yeah. But I'm like, nope, they got to see her, so
She does
can't.
have a soft baby bird heart, though, and I
Oh,
appreciate
yeah.
that.
Brother,
We're-
yeah.
You just see nobody. Wolfie didn't jump in to do
No,
it.
everybody
Nah.
knew it was Sun's decision. They
Yes.
agreed with that,
Which is
like
nice
in
that
the previous
they all-
episode.
That's true.
Yeah.
They're like, "We're
I-
here to help you, but it is your final decision."
Yeah.
And I like that we keep Sun's baby heart protected because
Yeah.
I like that about her, and I didn't want her to become like super hard and a killer.
Yeah, 'cause that would just
But
set
I
her-
do
that
want
would
her
set her
brother
over
to
the
die,
edge.
so I don't know how to balance.
We'll figure
these
that out.
feelings
I don't know, with this Tay Park character, I don't know how I feel about him.
Yeah, he just came out of nowhere.
Did anyone? So we're starting to sense the larger conspiracy. We'll get
yes.
into-
Because, okay, and
Yeah,
Rajan
because
is doing a political thing.
a political thing, and they said a
He's
politician.
doing
Yes.
some political
Oh,
stuff.
And
Well,
now we have
also
Tay Park as well.
With Kala, remember back when her husband was like, yeah, this thing I did in Korea, and we're just like, what?
yeah.
What'd you do in
What's
Korea?
that?
Makes sense. It makes a lot of sense now. Like I feel like,
Yeah.
which is sad because we only
All
have a
coming
2-hour
together.
special
There's
after
no way
that.
they're gonna be able to
Pieces.
explain all of that
No,
together.
but it's fine. Like it.
We'll get some loose
No, they will.
ends.
Look, no. The Christmas special set us up so
True.
well.
True.
In 2 hours, the amount of compact storytelling they were able to do to get us from season 1 to the start of season 2, I feel strongly that they will wrap up the story in a really concise way. I don't feel like we'll be left.
We won't be left, yeah.
It's,
Or maybe
it's
at
just a war movie. It's a 2-hour war epic now.
Oh
True,
my God.
true, true,
Yeah.
true, true,
It's going all out.
Yeah.
So I'm excited
I'm
to see it.
excited.
I have confidence.
I have a question though.
Yes.
How do
Yeah.
we feel about Puck's rescue?
So, okay, I was so confused.
Carrie and I were excited.
I was so confused over that because the last shot we saw of him, he was like, it looked like it was Italy or something. He talked to somebody, he said ciao, right? Or something. He had the apple.
Yeah.
That's a far drive on a motorcycle to get to Italy to.
I feel like he just travels a lot. It seems like
Yeah, I
he's
think- It was
the same
kind of
motorcycle.
nomadic. Right, but he could have
Blown it over.
Okay.
Probably he didn't fly to
Continuity,
car.
Yes,
people.
he's in Europe. He just
Wait.
going to Korea. Just take a ship. Like he could
I
take
know.
many ships anywhere.
And
and
it's
a
been
lot-
a long time past.
Yeah.
so.
Exactly that.
Yep.
I just don't like things like that. I'm sorry. It's a plot. It's very like, hey, we don't know how to fix this, so let's just
Well,
do
I
this.
thought it was actually going to be some other sensate. that
Yeah,
we
because
had met that he
Riley
is
was just like, please help
connected
us, please help us. And like she was hoping
Yeah.
somebody was there, and then Puck showed up.
I don't think
No,
that's
I
what was
love it.
happening. I thought the way I
Did you
viewed
think
it
she
is
sensed
Riley
him?
got the sense. Yeah, she sensed him, and she
The
was
blue
like,
hair was
"You
glowing.
have to stop and
They're
help
both
us."
their hairs were glowing together.
Antenna. I liked it because one, as disgusting as Puck is, he's a fascinating character. Yeah,
So interesting, and he turns on a dime when that woman came in.
Yeah, but that woman also looked like she was serious business.
I feel like
Alien.
you know what? I feel like all jokes stop with her. I feel like maybe she does not comprehend jokes. She's not about jokes.
Not at all.
She came in. She's like, "You need to go in hiding right this second." He was like,
Block us
"Oh,
24/7,
that."
yeah.
Cool things about Puck this episode. Those tattoos are everything. They're terrible, but they're everything.
Yeah, two naked girls, one here and like one over here.
Yeah, doing some vulgar things.
Very
I love
vulgar
it.
stuff.
Yeah.
Anime kind of
I like that son broke his toe because
Yes.
he's a douche. That hurt
We got a lot of
good
toe
in
and
the
finger breaking in
Yes.
these last few episodes.
Yes.
Yeah, hey, it's a fast, quick way to get somebody down without permanently injuring them.
Correct.
Yeah.
And that's how we'll always come, you know,
I
it
also
won't grow
like
back, but it'll break back in.
387. That's the beginning of the
Yeah.
That's
what?
the beginning.
387
yes.
connections.
Is that more than Mr.
Oh, the guy
Irish
in
guy,
the-
or not Celtic guy, Irish
Oh,
guy?
yeah, him.
Mr.
Our Hobbit.
Mr. Hoy.
Our Hobbit.
Our
Yeah.
Hobbit, yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, but I mean, hopefully it's
Radagast.
between like an
he's a
extra
wizard.
100 or 200 people that they don't know the same, and it would be great. I just want the army. I'm ready for the Sensate army to stand against Whispers.
Well, do you think that army or that train of people that we saw with Mr. Hoy is going to be like, oh, these people got as like further than anyone has ever gotten and actually
They
has,
might,
and they
yeah.
might all rally
I think
behind.
so.
I think
to
when Mr. Hoy finds
overthrow-
out that they took Whispers,
that's a great prediction right
that's
there.
what we're gonna have. And I want to get all of your thoughts about this Jonas stuff, but we'll get there. That's at the very end of the episode.
Yes,
Okay,
okay,
so
go.
we're gonna speed through. The next part obviously is my favorite. Is when Nomi and Needs have a hold on. I knew Joelle was gonna freak out. Hold on. Take a minute. Just take a
Wait,
minute.
were you sitting there with us for that?
Yeah, I was
there.
crying.
Okay, yeah,
behind
okay.
us.
I was just crying. I couldn't do anything.
right.
Oh, wait,
Take a
also
break.
right
so
before
focused.
that though, I mean they have it in the other part of the episode, but which leads in, maybe it's a beat or two before, but with the sun doing her bit was some of the best like fluid
Yes.
editing too, and I like how you pointed
Oh,
out, Joelle,
the
the
handcuffs
great
thing.
part with the handcuff because
Yeah.
that really showed
Yeah, it was before.
her doing it into that. So
There's so
anyway.
much
Yeah,
great
sorry, I
moments.
just-
we got a lot of
it
it.
ties in because that's when then Nomi falls on the bed.
Yeah.
So that's what.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. It was like right
Yes.
after that because it was right when Puck drove
Yeah.
off,
Yeah.
and then
Yep,
it cuts
yep,
into
yep,
Nomi
yep.
and Needs in their wonderful like little. Like, they're in
Yeah.
their home and they're
Beautiful
having
apartment.
a little moment again, also in their undies, which I loved.
Yeah.
But I also love
they
the
get
fact.
trans
Wait,
bodies,
sorry.
yes.
I like this theory. Sarah in the chat goes, maybe that lady was Puck's son.
Oh,
Like
that makes
that
sense.
kind of role?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Meaning like son, like not
like the badass.
S-O-N, like
Like
S-U-N.
the badass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
she's
got
like the
you.
martial
Well,
fighter.
the
Yeah.
martial art, the
oh.
leader, or the
Also
no
could be.
business, like
Well, I feel like
serious
Will
business.
is kind of the leader of this cluster.
Yeah, not leader, but like serious.
No, like she's a fighter.
right, yeah.
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 Yeah, I get
the
that.
militaristic one.
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah,
Cool.
she just looks scary. I feel like she just kills
Yeah,
people.
that demeanor first
yeah.
was like,
But yeah, so I love that we had that moment of just like the fact that she even said sorry because we all kind of talked about that. That Needs doesn't really care. We know that, but like I love that Nomi. Yeah, that Nomi was just like
communication the whole time. You kept saying. It was
Oh
great.
yeah, some communication.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was beautiful, and the
Words.
fact that they can actually sit there because they're technically the only couple at this point, besides obviously Riley and Will that have actually talked to each other about what is going on.
And it's great because
Yes.
it ties into, I think, the scene when they were getting the bridesmaids' dresses, and she's like,
And
"You don't
then-
have to go through this with me" or something,
Yeah.
right? And she's like,
Yeah, and it goes through the same thing,
Yeah,
and
it's
that's
beautiful how
it
they
was
just
just really
keep-
nice.
And even in the woods, like they
Yeah,
had a
yeah,
few
they kept-
conversations.
yes.
Yeah, you can tell that Nomi has definitely had this weighing on her heart for so
Yes.
long because she doesn't want Needs to go to jail or get killed or anything. So it totally makes sense. But I love that they both thought about marrying each other. They just wanted to wait
Yeah.
for the craziness to end. But they
Yeah.
realized that the craziness is not going to end. We might as well get engaged
Yes.
now.
I'm so excited that that Needs was able to ask Nomi.
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
it's
I agree.
like to be part of another community, especially one where we don't get to see like true love relationships a lot of times when we see trans bodies we see like prostitutes or we see like people down on their luck or we only see the transitioning process but here's like a woman fully realized just living her life who was then chosen selected like I choose you above all others. I had to get your number before you left the store. This whole scene, when she pulled out the second ring, like I was completely.
I know, that
I
was
was like
it.
emotional during the like initial proposal. I was like, this is so
Yeah.
beautiful, and I love the choice of words, and
Yeah,
I
it
love
was
how
great. It
serious
was a little
he
daunting
took
at
it.
first. I was like, "Wait a second, there's a
You
but."
thought
I was like, "There's a
exactly
but."
I called it out though. I was like, "This is a
Yeah,
proposal."
yeah. I was like, she sat there and like dug underneath her bed. I was like, there's another ring.
There's another.
God!
She's like, oh my god, I can't believe you got me. Yeah,
I was sitting at my desk, like at work, and I was just like, like I was like trying, like I was like biting into like my sandwich. I was like, no, and like it was just
Joelle, you have
so
a few
beautiful.
spirit animals. You're a few people's spirit animals.
Yeah,
That's really exciting.
It makes sense. It makes sense. She's my spirit animal, so yeah. But it was just so nice to actually see that, and just the fact that it's not like it just started, like the relationship didn't just start.
No.
It clearly, like, this is something that they've been working on forever, and the fact that they literally complete each other, not to be completely gross on that end, but like it was just so wonderful to see, because we never really get to see that really good queer representation.
If there is not a wedding in the finale, I will actually flip the table.
I don't think there will be.
I don't think too much war.
There will for sure be a wedding, y'all. Don't do this to me.
Maybe that's how
I want it, but I don't know.
Sure.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine they'll all come together at the end after the war?
Yeah,
and then like all the sensates will be there, and the family will be like,
and all of their like human regular partners too.
but they'll all be like, who are all these people? Like, you're in the movies, like you're in the like Spanish movies. Like, why are you here? Like, how do you all know each other? Oh, that'd be so cool.
Oh no, Bug knows.
I know. I'm just saying, like the families would be like,
Who are all these random people? You're so cool.
I would
speak the same
I would love it so much, but I know just deep down in my TV heart that they don't have time to squeeze all the things that we love in there.
Time for a wedding.
2 hours, girl.
So what we gotta do is 3 minutes.
Okay.
What if they get married at the start of the movie?
What?
No, they're determined. They have whispers in the back of that van.
Time wedding. Oh, like if you guys have ever watched classic World War I movies, sometimes like in bombed out churches they'll be having weddings. Celebrate in that moment.
I'm thinking like a full white wedding.
I will take courthouse,
be
bombed out shelter. Like I don't care. I just need them to say their vows.
I really want Lito to be like
them in a small
the
group.
officiant.
Yeah.
They can even do a Jane the Virgin wedding where they just say their vows to each other on the couch.
Oh,
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I'm thinking that might happen too.
Yeah. I mean, I want Lito to be the
That
officiant.
actually makes a lot of sense, just in case anything
Can you
might
imagine?
happen
Do you
to somebody.
imagine how
That makes
extra
a lot of
Lito would
sense.
be to be an officiant? I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
He would be so heartfelt too, though. He would. That's the thing. He would be so warm and loving.
Yeah, I'm really sad we didn't have enough time for like people to like be excited for her. But you could just see we didn't have time. But speaking of time, so Cap.
Well, he wakes up happy because it's like,
but again, another question, like to take out of the question box and throw it up in the air. What the hell? We have sensates in Nairobi.
Yes.
And I assume not a part of the same cluster since sensate tend to be for globally. So these are sensate who know of each other in the same region and decided as a group to come and view Cap. I can't wait till we figure out what this political plot is. Who's up against who? What is going on?
Yes.
I want to know
Again,
that
all the
old man in
questions.
the back who didn't say anything. He was just so stern, standing there, like looking.
We don't have to pay him a day rate.
Just stand right there and look
That's messed
scared.
up.
You have less than 5 words or
you don't get a date.
It's 5 movie,
It's
which
It's five
lines.
lines.
Five
Yeah.
yeah, we don't gotta pay you.
Nope.
Damn. It's okay. Maybe he was like a
But
Crew's
they
dad
were
or grandpa or
visually-
something.
Okay, well, they were visually a very cool group.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
it took
loving
me
all
off
that
guard
hair.
at first. I was like, oh, the mom invited people over.
I know, that's what
I was just
it
like, why? Like, would
And
you
it's
have
like,
him there, like
nope.
chilling while he's sleeping? Like, it's a little
Nope,
weird.
that was definitely too weird. All
Yeah.
right, so Rajan, let's talk about him. So he came home from his trip. They clearly both had to talk to each other. Did anybody else think it wasn't about something with politics, or did you think that he was actually going to break up with her?
I thought it was about the business that he was talking about.
Yeah.
I was with you. I was like, what has Rajan been getting up to? Like, would you ever
thought
cheat
he
on
was-
Kala?
I forgot he was gone
No,
out of the
I
country.
didn't think he was
Yeah.
going to cheat on her. I thought maybe he was breaking up with her. Back
Because
to
of
the, honey, this isn't working.
Yeah.
We've tried. We already talked about it. Because remember, you already came to her before of like, if you don't love me that way, we should.
Yeah. That's their
I kind of thought that was
sexually.
going there.
Yeah, that's what
No, because he just was like, we're not connecting in more ways than one. But you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was coming back up again, and then I thought it was the work thing,
Yeah, I thought it was
and then
gonna
it
be
was
the same
like,
thing.
And then
as
he
soon as
saw
that-
the gift on the table, and we were like, head in the box.
I mean, we were all freaking out because he kept
Went into
yeah,
his, like,
I definitely thought it was lingerie.
X-rayed, huh?
Yeah, I
Did you
love-
X-ray this?
And I was like, and that's what I was like. What is happening? What is wrong with
yeah.
you? But apparently, I have it written down here. I wrote the whole thing down. Where are you, Rajan? But the fact that he freaks out about the box from Ajay. Ajay is a part of an investigation with Agent Singh into a political corruption, and he was in New Delhi, I guess.
Yes.
And he's threatening Kala very
Yeah, that was a good
subliminally
theory.
with the-
That was crazy.
I didn't. Yeah, but I mean, obviously Rajan picked up on what the threat was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
are you
Okay.
kidding me? I was huge.
Yeah.
I
He
was
knew.
that was over my head, but
Yeah, Yeah, but
I was just like, it
was
just
very-
came with the gift, I guess. You know,
it was subtle for her to not realize what was going on, but enough subtlety for him to be like, oh god.
enough to say like you got to leave.
Yeah.
Good golly, Miss Lolly in the chat says, bye, Rajan. See you never.
No, seriously. As soon as you were like, I'm gonna send you to Paris, I was like,
I bought us a flat. Yeah.
okay.
Could you have said things about romantic
What'd you
city,
call it?
Rajan?
I was like, what about Berlin? I think Berlin's nice around this time of year, you know.
I like that you say romantic and then I'm like, fuck Pat. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
well,
that's
that
what it
too.
was. Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Both. I'll take both.
Does
Yeah.
anyone else? Tim in the chat says something still strange about the gift. Microphone bug.
Ooh,
mark?
yes, that might be.
I think it was still the warning.
I think it was just
just
a
the
toy with them.
Yeah.
I mean, if
maybe
he wanted to
Aja
go
knows
that
that
way.
he's talking with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in
That could be.
Delhi and
I
stuff.
could see both, like it being like a kind of like a jab, but also
Yeah.
putting a bug on it. I could totally see that.
Definitely.
But I also hope that like someone would pick up on that. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Totally.
But anyway, so we have.
A bug would have come up on the X-ray though.
Probably.
That's true.
So
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We don't know how like deep this goes. So
it's like a porcelain thing. I mean, I don't know how much. Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever.
I don't
Man,
know. You never know.
on to the next thing.
Yes. So Wolfie and Kala. So we.
Such a great scene.
If you haven't noticed, all we did throughout this
Ruined.
entire episode was mostly just a screaming, profusely. But like we got the L word from
yes.
the two of them.
Both
Yes,
of them,
I knew. I was
finally,
like, come on,
Wolfie's
just say it.
such
Did
a
anybody
romantic.
get all giddy when they were both packing, even though it was for packing for
Yes.
different reasons, but it was
Yeah.
super cute?
It was
I love
Yeah.
Kala pulling out the gun. I was like, why are you taking a gun?
But then why is he taking it? Yeah.
It was really them.
Lingerie.
It was really them like switching bodies, I guess, but we were seeing
Yeah.
them, and it was just like he was
it was
like,
super cute.
I like this thing. I remember this
Yeah.
thing. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it was
great.
And he's like, you can wear this again for me.
Yeah.
And
I was like, ah! I want
Yeah.
it so bad. But yeah, sadly enough, it got cut short because we had Leela
Leela.
just cock-blocking ahead.
bitch.
She gets on my nerves.
This
But-
C word, which I will not
Oh,
say
please.
on
Please
the
don't.
air.
I'm
No,
so
no.
proud of you. That's the
But-
one
Thank
word
you.
we cannot say on
No.
here. Doesn't matter how MA this is.
Is the worst. Okay, for her to come in and just be like, regrets you will, madam.
Like Yoda.
Madam,
Madam,
it's either with
please.
me or against me.
Like, let him leave. Who cares?
when
You
we
can
put
bring
a
up
bullet in your
But-
head, it's gonna be so satisfying.
The only main reason she wasn't like, just go. She was like, one, you totally spited me. Two,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know what? The most important
She's a-
person in our entire thing that we're doing wants you. I want it.
See, but I don't.
Yeah.
I still don't
She's a
believe that they
jealous
were working
mofo.
together.
For real.
Yeah.
Whispers, like, I mean, now they're working together, but I
no,
think.
their whole time. That's why
The
she was
whole
in the
time.
car.
Sure?
The
Yeah,
whole
positive.
time.
Because that's when she was in the car. They talk about. He's like, "How can you work for someone like that?" And she's like, "You could die, or you can work with
Yeah.
them and survive."
Yeah.
And that was her whole point.
I thought
So
that was
she-
her testing him, being like, "Wait,
God,
are you
no.
with Whispers? Because we're not with Whispers." Because
Yeah.
it didn't seem like her cluster
Yeah.
was
No,
like.
that was us. That was
her-
deceiving us. So
Okay.
to think that she was on
Because
their
it made
side.
it, the Asian guy made it seem like this is really dangerous. We're gonna get
Yeah.
caught by them.
No,
you know.
meaning that they're
Yeah.
that they're taking too long.
Okay.
It was all smoke and mirrors for
Okay.
us.
Henry
Fair
in the
enough.
chat agrees with your C word. Fits well.
Thank you,
great,
Henry,
and then
no.
great roll. And then, Renji says, part of me wants to see Kala kill Leela.
That would
Oh,
be
that'd be
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah.
That would be
Revenge.
awesome. That would be the
Um,
best revenge.
Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. Kala belongs with Wolfgang. That is all. All periods.
that's
And
nice.
then Tim, such a good actress to make us hate her so much. which
Yeah,
is
no,
really
she's
Yeah,
great.
fantastic.
seriously.
Absolutely.
Also,
So
still,
good. Great
still,
job.
unhealthy obsession with redheads. I was okay with it. But anyway,
She's hot.
so of course we see our poor Wolfie being tortured by whispers.
Oh.
That's the one scene I could not watch. Like I could not do it.
That was rough.
It was.
He
I
gets
had to. I
tased and they all
like
fall.
skim through it.
Yeah.
There were times I had to
Yeah.
bring my window
when
down,
they're
bring it back
all
up.
rising on the bed with blood pouring out
Oh,
of
it's
their
too
mouths.
much.
Brutal,
It's too much.
I
yeah.
definitely flinched a little bit.
was so gross.
Which is unlike me because I really like you know.
But it's just
medical
because
stuff,
we've
but-
connected with them so much.
Yeah.
It
They
was
were in
hard.
pain. They
Yeah.
were all in
was
such
hard to
pain.
watch.
And we had to
And
go
I-
see everybody go through that also.
Yes.
It was the worst.
Yeah.
And
All
I
of your main
think you
characters
said
are-
it that you were like, they're such good actors that nobody's in pain, but all
Not
of us
at
are
all,
like,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
buy it. I buy their
Yes.
pain.
Especially, and it killed me watching Hernando pick up Lito off the ground.
Oh,
I know.
That was it. That hit me in the spot. I was like, no. Help
like,
me,
baby,
baby.
what's wrong? What's wrong?
Small
Yeah.
problem with that scene though. We have to go to London. No,
We're
you
going
go
to the
a
hospital, yeah.
right now.
But remember, we know why he couldn't go to a
I
hospital.
understand why, but there's no
How
way
did he work his way out? Okay, so
understands
I think maybe he finally said something to them.
No,
I
that
don't
flight,
think-
How
that
do you
flight
work-
from
how do
Mexico
you-
to London is where you talk about that.
Where's Hernando? Like,
We didn't see Hernando
hotel. In a hotel with Danny. In a hotel with
Fernando is
Danny.
not a fighter. Fernando, you
Not
stay here.
at all.
Danny-
I don't
get
know,
you.
He's a
but
lover.
He probably. I hope this is when he did tell him.
He
but
did.
We didn't
He
see it.
had
He had
to.
to. There's no way.
There was no drugs.
Yeah.
There was nothing like in that
And he
bathroom.
even
There's
said
a
it-
bloody hand
Yeah.
spot. Like where?
He
does
even
it all
said on
come
the
from,
scene
you know?
that he was like, I will tell you, I will explain later, we have to go.
Is that what he said? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I knew that it had to
Finally.
happen because there's no way that he would be like, oh, I'm fine, everything's
Yeah.
cool.
Don't
Yeah,
worry
no,
about
it's
it.
all
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, no, he was
We'll be
clearly.
convulsing later again because they have my other kidnapped and I will feel his shocks.
Yeah, it's insane. So I mean, same thing with Cap. I was really worried about his mother trying to figure out like, are you going to tell her?
Yeah.
Because
I thought
we
he
don't
was
know
gonna
anything
tell her
about that.
then, too.
I have no idea. I would hope that he
I
is.
think maybe he did though, because she
would-
sat down. It's just like you wake up in the morning
Yeah.
with like I forgot, like, with
smile on your
happiness,
face,
a smile
yeah.
on your face, and something.
It
like that.
feels like the Wachowskis are really good at giving you information without showing
Yes,
you information.
yes.
And because we saw a couple of people come out to their
I think everyone
families and things together,
was
you get the
assuming,
sense
yeah.
that it's happening
Yeah.
for everyone.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that at least with those two for now, they definitely told the
hope
most
so.
important people in their lives. If
Yeah.
not, I can totally see Cap kind of like around the bush telling his mother what's going on.
As much as she could
I
understand.
will
Yeah.
be back. Don't worry.
Well, like how he told his friend.
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
Tell her
Yeah.
something. And
Yeah.
she'll
Yeah, something
get
in
it.
that lines,
Yeah.
but I feel like Leto can't do that. Not with Hernando and Danny. He has to be
He has to
completely
be
upfront.
straight. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're
I'm
not Amanita
Because they're gonna be
territory
like,
now.
"What
Yeah.
are you on right now? You
Yeah.
just got this amazing role. Do not fuck it up."
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So like
and- yeah.
it could stem a lot of things.
And then we all had our hearts break as he kept seeing them, and he's kind of like, "I'm sorry."
yeah, and it wasn't.
Yeah, he
and
showed up
yeah.
behind the mirror and everything. It was just
Yeah,
like
and
that
and they
look.
knew that it wasn't Wolfie's fault, but they also knew, and we didn't get
They're
to talk
like,
about.
"Shit."
Yeah, and we also didn't get to talk about how Kala was really awesome about polling people and be like, guys, Wolfie's been
Yes.
taken by whispers. And
Help us, which I
Yeah,
really
picked up on
enjoy the idea of like, because to me her help us doesn't sound like help me and Wolfie. It's like help us, like us as
Yes.
a group is in
Yeah.
danger, like
Yeah.
alert,
Yeah.
alert. And I like that moment because it felt authentic.
I was really scared that the guard was going to come in, the security guard, and be like, what's happening? Who's
Oh.
us? Who's in trouble?
What's
And just
going
like,
on?
Don't worry
Yeah,
about it. I got to go to my office. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Hey,
But then she got so calm and cool.
Because she knew.
She's collected. She's
I mean, same
smart.
thing with Will.
Make them blockers.
Right?
Will brought up the box and was just like, we
Yeah.
have stuff to do. We have
Yeah.
things to think.
everyone fell in line
business.
so fast. That plan was smooth as a
They had
butter.
that plan. That was definitely put together.
Oh.
I feel like.
I had a moment, guys, where I'm like, they were in the air. How do they coordinate? Oh, they're sensate. They don't.
Yeah,
They're in the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, what'd you say?
Right
You're
in
like
here.
they could coordinate when they're sleeping too, probably.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. It's a 24-hour system of like, we've got this. Let's
Yeah.
go.
So,
Oh, yeah.
So I love it because it's just meeting point, London. Get there, figure it out.
Done.
They helped Sun get there, obviously with fake IDs and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. I'm like, Sun, I love you. I need you to change your hair color, or a wig or something. It's
yeah.
too.
You already had a wig,
Different
though.
haircut.
Just have a different haircut.
put on
Something.
the- She put on the
face
glasses.
and your name on the ID. It just seems.
It was
faulty.
too close. It was
was.
too close to the sun, guys. I was really worried. But anyway, she got through, and this next part really threw me for a loop. I was not ready. Well, because the fact that we had
Which part? Where?
when we're getting
to
into the
Jonas,
whispers
right?
section. Yeah, whispers
Okay.
and Jonas. So of course Will's talking to Jonas. We
Yeah.
have that whole thing, and then whispers comes into the interrogation room.
Yes.
Okay, because remember they were checking up on Wolfie, and of course he's like, "Oh, do whatever you want, I don't care." And we had that moment where it looks like they're talking to each other, and whispers got real dark. Can we talk about that? Where
Yeah,
he's talking
he's
about
like,
Riley?
I'm going to
Is
enjoy
the
watching.
Whispers I've been waiting for. Here's what. What I really like about Whispers is I love the family guy who is evil when he can be. I
Yeah.
love the organization of Whispers.
Family Guy.
I love the idea of like he's a systematic person who slowly took over this company, made himself
Yeah.
essentially the head or the most important person in the field, at least because we don't really know the background of the company.
Yeah.
And with his wife and with his kid, we just see like this kind of gentleness, which
Yeah.
is so
Well,
well,
not till the
Gentleness,
end,
yeah,
remember?
those last few episodes.
Last few episodes, he was really harsh to them. Remember?
He yelled a little bit, which to
He
me
said, "Get the fuck out."
you should leave. Anyways, I'm sorry. I don't.
Go
That
on.
to me is
Anyway.
not abusive behavior. But to see him now be like, and I'm gonna enjoy watching you feel her die. I was like, that. I am ready for
Dark
the war
and
now.
cold.
I am ready
Yeah.
for this. This is what we've
Well,
been
it
waiting
draws that
for.
line in the sand.
does.
I'm like,
God.
oh, okay, this means business.
But it was
But-
great, the reaction right after.
But yeah,
He
so
was
the
like,
when he said me and he headbutted him, I was like,
Ah!
wait,
How?
wait,
yeah.
I can't visit you because I'm here. I was like, yes,
That
this
was-
is it.
amazing.
I think we all cheered too. We're like, what?
Absolutely, we
How
cheered.
do we, so I want to get, because I know that you've been on the Angelica's evil train or not really there,
I'm
kind of
absolutely
thing.
there, yeah.
How did you feel about Angelica being behind the glass and not doing anything? Like, what was your first insight on that?
Two really important things happen scene. Angelica, help me. Angelica's not his enemy.
Who? Which one?
Wait, who?
Wills or?
Whispers in the glass. He
Yeah.
says like, Angelica, help me, or Angelica, help. You don't shout for help for somebody who you're constantly against, who wouldn't help you. You know what I mean? Like, they're somewhat in cahoots. And then on top of that,
I think they're only in cahoots because they've explained it before that, like, Angelica was trying to figure out and progress whatever knowledge that they had about other sensates.
I don't know. I thought she was being taken
Whispers
over.
just came in and like
Yeah.
kind of took it over, and she had no other choice.
They keep saying that, but Jonas
feel
is
like-
sitting in a comfy apartment saying you can't fight him. The only way out is for you to kill yourself.
Well, look at Leela. Leela's gonna be like the queen of Berlin or whatever.
No.
I think when you work with Whispers, you get entitled a lot of things. It's like you're working with us.
But
And,
it doesn't- but it
This is
doesn't
your
make
path
sense.
not to die.
Well, okay, I agree with you that Jonas.
It's either
teamed up-
die or work with us. And that's what everyone's afraid of. That's what everyone's afraid of. That's why everyone's on blockers for 24/7.
This is the kind of conversation I have with a lot of people about like good police, bad police, or like Nazi Germany. When you're part of an organization and you help them achieve evil goals, where does your responsibility lie if you're just a normal human being trying to survive your everyday life?
Yeah.
So I totally see where you're coming from in that maybe they joined because they literally had
They were
zero
being
options.
hunted, yeah.
That's certainly a story that's been peddled to us a bunch of times. But self-emulation is a terrible, terrible, painful way to die, and that was Angelica's solution for one of her cluster. I just don't buy that these guys are good.
But we still don't
Well,
know, though, because
I
we
like-
think that was Whispers whispering to her to him.
I don't think that.
I think so,
Yeah.
because she blew her brains out.
No, I
Okay.
think...
Was that Whispers who
I'm going
made
to
her
agree
do
with
that?
What
Kari
about-
Lane right here, because I know
I-
what you're about to say.
Yeah, I
Alright,
liked
good
him
to
in the
see.
chat. Angelica got in deep, tried to get out, and then had regrets.
Hence why
There
she
we go.
killed herself.
Boom.
And yes, I totally agree. And then, sorry, real quick too. Algamelg, sorry, I can't say
We
that
can
right.
never pronounce that.
Having watched the scene a few more times, you can see Will was there because you can see his reflection in the mirror.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to that.
Okay.
I was definitely
That's
looking at the
it was an
actors.
intense scene
That's
right there.
really good, though. Good for noticing
catch
that.
on that. Yeah.
I think Angelica is bad, but I think she does regret what she did.
In the beginning.
In the beginning,
Yeah.
you think
Yeah.
she regrets it?
Yeah, because so for at least from my end, I see it
at
as...
the end she has the regret.
Well, no,
because
of
then
course.
She killed herself.
Well, no, yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh.
I'm saying that, like, when she started, she clearly had a clear vision of what she wanted to
Yes.
do.
Yes.
She got in too deep.
Yeah.
Something happened. Either she...
But we're starting to
Hold on,
understand
let me
that-
finish. So, with the Whispers, okay, so the fact that he probably started out and probably had some stuff on top of her. So, the fact that she couldn't even get out of it in that point in time. She ended up doing things that she regretted, couldn't really do anything with it. Finally, when she saw her way out, she finally figured it out and was like, I regret everything. I'm going to kill myself because I don't want them using me anymore. But then, in the end, Whispers actually still had her. She wasn't out. They're still using her cognition in some way, shape, and
her
form
echoes or
to
whatever
take
they're called.
over, the echoes,
Yeah.
to take over the new sensates that are happening. That is what I'm
But
thinking.
they're only doing that to find more sensates.
That's what I'm saying.
And then once they find the sensates, they have the choice of like, join us or we will kill you.
Yeah, here's the other thing. I'm still not 100% convinced that these are echoes.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
just
you
not.
think she's still
because-
alive?
I don't
No,
know,
no, no.
but we thought Jonas was gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
but we
it's
never
clearly-
saw him get killed. We saw Angela blow her brains out.
That is true. I'm still not 1,000% convinced.
That's cool.
I feel
Yeah.
like they've played a lot of. It's easy to play brain games, especially when you're not fully sure
Tell
how
me about it,
much
yeah.
of your brain and what you're seeing and all this other stuff. So
Right.
I fully believe Angelica is evil.
Now.
Period.
Okay.
Okay.
And I think Jonas also.
I still
want to
say,
say
they're caught in deep. I don't think.
I
they're
respect
too
that.
evil.
Again, everybody has their
Are we
own
on
opinions.
Jonas now?
I like it.
We're about to.
Yeah, let's go on to Jonas.
So the fact that we had, so we had the fight. They took Whispers, and I loved how Jonas was trying to save him. And remember, I talked about it. I was
Wait,
like, Jonas.
when?
Oh yeah, he was calling the chairman or something.
I didn't trust that at all.
That's what I'm. What do you mean?
When he was making that phone call,
He was helping
and
Whispers,
he's
not them.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know that.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I'm still talking about. I'm still talking about Jonas helping Whispers. That has not
Oh,
changed.
help! Sorry,
Okay.
I heard him, and I'm like, wait, who helped
Sorry,
him?
no. So the
Jonas helping Whispers.
Yes, because the fact that
Got
even
it.
though Jonas left,
Yes.
he went to obviously make the call. I was
Yes.
talking about everybody else helping Whisper's body into the next thing. is what I'm
that was
saying.
awesome.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
so it was really,
dope.
really
Yeah.
cool seeing them show up to Jonas's door and him going,
Yeah.
"Oh fuck," and then like taking
Sun
him.
just right in the
so
face.
good.
Yes.
But like I said, I called it. I knew Jonas was gonna be a bad guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then we had that really crazy scene of exchanging, or not exchanging, but getting the bodies into one
Yes.
place. That was really, really cool. I definitely
great.
thought they were gonna get caught. I'm really glad that they didn't.
Oh yes.
I thought they were gonna have Wolfie with him too, though. Like,
No,
Yeah,
he's in a
that's
different
it.
facility.
That's what I thought.
Because he went to the interrogation room. I think that he's in a different building.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for safety purposes.
Yes, makes
you know.
perfect sense.
So I feel they took it, and obviously we had the great line of like, you wanted a war, or you want a war, you got one.
Yes.
Yeah, and that was our cliffhanger because they just drove off into the gloomy London sunset. That was the worst.
They stole a cop car somewhere along the way, which is my favorite part.
I was like,
no,
Cap.
the cops are here. Oh
no.
no!
I was like,
When Amanita came out, I was like, oh, okay, that's where we're at right now.
It's
Okay, cool. But yeah, I love that Amanita's got shades on, and she's like, I'm here for the ride.
She had her beret on, which is the same one when they initially go to search for whispers in the apartment. It's almost the exact same outfit, and I was like, I love that you have a designated spy outfit.
You know that's how it needs to work. She has to accessorize.
And that
all the
moment
costumes.
when they're all in the van together,
was so
looking at each other,
cool.
being
That was
like,
really cool.
hi, you know, like,
Hey,
I can touch you.
Yeah.
It's like-
Poke, 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 poke.
Of course,
Yeah.
we do not know where our fair Kala is.
No, she was there.
No, was she?
She was,
She was there?
Because I was
she's
like,
at the very end
because I
by
was
the door.
looking for all of them. I was like,
Yeah.
wait, where's Kyle? And I was like, oh, there she is.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
they're all
quickly,
there.
real
No.
brief.
Okay, good.
Yeah, the only person who's not there is Wolfie.
Wolfie, yeah.
Literally the only one. But yeah,
so
and that's
scary.
pretty much how the episode ended. What's up?
no, just that, Jonas is bad because he made that phone call, and I was like, oh, crap.
But I think it's interesting because he's calling the chairman, and I was like, didn't we kill
Okay.
the chairman? I'm so confused.
But I thought the chairman was somebody that was trying to take out Whispers. Like, who was that guy that got stabbed in the museum? Was he the original
thought he was the chairman.
No, I thought he was lower, and he's like the chairman. Like, there's people within the organization who want to retake BBO. I thought the chairman was one of those people as well.
But I mean, maybe because they got Jonas, he might have changed his opinion.
What if Jonas was calling the chairman to say, like, we have a problem? I don't know where I was going to go.
No, like kind of like he was undercover.
I still think Jonas and Angela are good.
Okay.
To a degree. Like, they're in super deep. They're in super deep.
Jonas reads so slimy to
He
me.
reads so slimy,
but I mean, it
it's
could also
such
be
a
smoke
twist.
and
Yeah,
mirrors.
it's gotta be because he has to
Oh, the
fake out all these
secretary and
people.
the chairman. So there's those two.
Yeah,
'cause
because
we
the
were, like,
secretary is the
saying
one who
here.
got stabbed.
Yeah.
It's also possible
Chairman
that
of
Jonas
that.
doesn't know the chairman is on a different side and wanting
True.
to take it back over.
Yes.
Yes.
So there's a lot of possibilities. I
Again,
would love a twist
Or maybe
where
he
Jonas
does
is
know,
good.
and they're waiting for the opportunity
Yeah.
to actually jump on
The
this, and
only-
he's calling, hey, this is a problem.
The only bad thing about this is that the cliffhanger leaves us with more questions.
So many
That's the
questions.
only problem that we have here. Like, I just have
Oh,
a box
we only
of
have
question
2
marks. I'm just
hours.
like making it rain on this entire episode. But I'm really excited that we now have a 2-hour special. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Probably a sensate.
So,
Do we think the chairman's a sensate?
I don't know.
That'd be interesting.
That'd be very interesting. So, we have.
Or do we think
Okay. No, go for it.
Brax 60 says Jonas is in it for himself?
Could be. You never know.
That works too.
Like I said,
That
there's.
slimy weasel
Interesting.
who's like, I will
That-
stick
I could
with
get on
anyone
board
where
with
I'm
that.
alive.
Yes.
That's possible.
That's more of where
I
I'm
can see
coming
that.
from.
I can totally see
Because
that.
he is slimy, and I don't agree with a lot of things he does, but yes, that I will agree
Yeah.
with
He
that.
did immediately call for help.
He
was like,
did.
oh no, I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on. Someone come help me.
Someone go find my lady. She's not answering her phone. Tell me. So I'm gonna spend these last 13 minutes. We're gonna predict the crap out of this season.
AfterBuzz TV predictions.
All right, y'all.
Ooh, I like this right here.
So we're gonna go one by one. Zach, you're gonna go first.
Okay.
Predict the crap out of this.
Sarah says first, Jonas becomes Snape. Snape was in deep. Snape was in deep.
okay.
That's the theory that I'm
And
drawing
everybody,
off of.
you all thought he was a bad guy.
But
Kind
he
of
really
thing, too.
wasn't.
Okay,
because
I
he
mean,
had
I didn't,
love-
but yes.
Because he had love for Angela, just like
Yeah.
Snape had love for Harry's mom, and Angela birthed Jonas, I think.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They were in the same cluster though, right?
And-
So
No,
they had
no,
the
they
same
didn't-
birth person, or did she birth him?
No, I thought her. I don't remember.
I think she birthed him.
I thought they were part of the same.
I thought they were
cluster.
part of the same cluster.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Wait, Jonas and Angela?
Yeah.
I thought they were.
No, because
they were the
Angela was a
same. No,
special.
because she met him because they had the same dad.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. And then
Oh.
Jonas
Yeah.
helped her birth the
Oh,
next
yeah,
cluster.
because his
I'm
dad
gonna
was
throw
the
just
guy.
a small wrench in that theory. I like it. It's a good theory. I might be okay with it, except for if you go back and look at what Snape did throughout. Snape didn't like any of the kids, but every time he gives them a piece of advice, it's for their it's in their best interest. You know what I mean? Like Snape was a jerk, but not a bad guy.
But Jonas has been saying, like, don't do this the whole time. Don't do this. Don't start this fight because it's going to end bad. He's like, this is how Angela died. This is how my cluster
Right, but
died.
a good person
But
doesn't tell you to
good
kill
advice.
yourself.
Oh, no, he wasn't saying. He was saying join them,
Yeah.
or the only other way out is to kill yourself.
I feel like that was still not a good advice
don't
to
buy
do.
it.
No, it was
Like,
horrible
it could-
advice, but
it could be a
it's
thing.
down to the wire of, like, this is where you guys put yourselves. You could have aligned yourself with Leela. You could have done so many other things, but you kept pushing.
I also say that Snape isn't a coward, and Jonas seems very cowardly.
Jonas is very
to me.
cowardly.
Yeah.
So I
Jonas
just
is
don't
very,
buy it, but
very
maybe,
cowardly.
maybe.
Thanks, y'all, for letting us know that they had the same cluster father. Just because we
Yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to
It was the
clarify.
dad.
Angela
Yeah.
also
Because we
was.
always talked about we wanted to see another father cluster birth.
Yeah. I
Angela
like
was
that.
one
I really hope it's well.
a special one because she birthed a bunch of clusters as well. I
Jeez.
think that's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
she got brought in by Whispers. I
Yeah.
think that's what they
Well,
were talking
yeah.
about because it's one thing to birth one cluster, but she birthed a bunch.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, predictions.
Carrie,
Oh, man.
prediction.
No.
Oh, is that?
Yeah,
Zach
that's
read one. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
I am going with that. I would love the happy ending to just end it. It could even be in credits. In credits, have the wedding. I would love to have that little wedding. It'd
that'd
be
be
so
nice.
cool. We have Whispers, so I don't know who they're gonna go up against, which is interesting. So maybe the chairman is the bad guy, and they're gonna go to war with BPO. They have Jonas and Whispers. We're all together too, so it's just like, will we stay in England? I think
Maybe for a little bit.
because is the head of BPO in England?
Yes.
I think we'll stay in England.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of war. Oh, Sun. I think we'll see the cop come back, and then finally Moon. Yeah, Sun and Moon. That's such a cool. I love it. And then he'll hand the papers.
Yeah.
She'll get her redemption, exonerated. Yada yada yada. Cap will become
Then another politician.
another politician.
Yeah.
Ooh, they could work at that angle. He'll become a politician and take down Tay Park and yeah.
It'd be challenging
There's
cross
so many things.
cross globally to take out people
We're seeing
politically.
a
is
lot
gonna
of-
be-
Oh my God,
We're
it's
seeing
gonna be
so
extra
many
challenging,
but we
but
have
it'd be so
we
cool,
have
though.
we have Raj also working with
Rajan, yeah.
Rajan working with whomever politically also. So maybe Kala gets to work with Rajan and to take down that politically. Cap to take down another politically, and then it's just so many. There's so much. It's a
While we're
lot.
all predicting, by the way, guys, put your predictions in the chat and we'll
Please,
read them
yes.
off as we go.
Yes,
Kari Lane,
if you
please.
guys have any.
Ooh,
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
go
one
for it.
more. One, I think somebody, Will and
Riley?
Will
Riley.
and Riley. I think they'll head it off and birth a cluster.
Oh, I want Will to
Well,
birth
I
the
don't
cluster.
think you have to be with another one.
I don't think.
No,
Wait.
I don't. Yeah, that's what I said. I want
Yes.
Will to birth the
Yes.
cluster. It'd be hilarious.
I don't understand how that works.
I
though.
think it's just like
You just go through the motions of birth, just
It's
nothing
like-
comes out of you.
no, it's like enemy mine. You're both,
Yeah.
and you just make a baby. Nobody.
I don't know. I feel like
So a
I feel like
baby
it's
comes out of
asexual. I think
Yeah.
it just kind of happens.
That's what I mean. It just happens.
Well, not asexual. You know what I mean? Like
So like
eggs.
his like
Yeah, it just
Like a
happens.
seahorse.
mind kind of transfers to
Eggs
8
have to be
other people.
fertilized.
Yeah,
Ah, damn it.
To 8
No,
other
I don't
babies
think
across
so.
the world.
What? No, eggs.
No,
you
I
can
was
lay
talking
an
about a
egg,
seed.
but in order to produce a being from an egg, it has to be fertilized.
Yeah.
Did anybody see Enemy Mine?
No.
Okay.
No.
It's
I
an
have no idea
alien
what that is.
species that it's gender neutral essentially, and it has babies.
Without
without a
fertilization.
mate.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
So that's what I
Sure,
feel.
I'll go with that.
Definitely
So it's like
animals that do
Godzilla.
that in the wild.
I just can't think
yeah.
of them off the top of my head right
Yeah,
now.
I'm not a biologist.
But you know what I mean. That's why I said asexual because I was like, I
Here
don't
we
know.
go. Oh yes.
Raptors.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry if I say it wrong. It's I think it's like Myra.
Myra,
I want
yeah.
Colin Wolfgang in Paris. Me too.
That'd be
Well,
amazing.
yeah, but we
have
gotta
to-
save him
we have
first.
to save
I
him
know,
first. Yeah.
But I hope
that'd
that
be a big
happens
battle.
too.
That would be a
Maybe
big
that's
battle.
a post-credit thing.
Ooh, that'd
too.
be nice.
What are your predictions, Carrie?
We have some. Good
I'm
ones
gonna
here,
read
though.
some because
Yeah.
I don't have any right now.
These are awesome.
Something cast says Calf will take down Rajan's business since they're selling expired drugs, and Calf's mom will end up with them. To
True.
help out.
There's this,
Okay.
yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah, they like the idea of Will birthing a cluster. Okay, something. Also, I think the cluster will turn over Whispers to BPO in a hostage transfer to stay off their radar.
That would be a little anticlimactic for me,
But I can-
like
that
the
might
idea.
I can be okay with that.
It'll allow us to think that the world is still going on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
The idea that afterwards they are still
Do
fighting.
you want
but
a uniform wrapped up? Like this is it. It's done. Happy
No,
ending.
I want to
That's
know.
it.
Here's what I would like. I'd like them to go the way of Firefly, which is a very solid ending of like, here's where we are. This is the new world we're in, based off of these facts. 10 seasons in comic book form. I will do whatever I can to get to the Wachowskis and be like, I will sell it in comic book form. I will buy this book.
Totally
Yes.
work. And who knows? Maybe like a few years down the road, someone else will pick it up and be like,
yeah,
"Hey,
you
he
never
rented
know.
it this. Let's continue."
Okay.
this."
Give me a movie later.
But yeah,
War-wise, I want Leela to die somehow.
somehow,
she
some way.
needs to.
Bloody
By Carlos hands.
and terrible.
By Carlos
But you know
hands.
what though? Somebody made a good point. They're like, but then
but she's
Wolfie
not like
would
that.
feel bad if
Why?
Because Kala, same thing like Sun. You didn't want Sun to kill someone, so
Yeah,
like,
but
Leela
Sun
doesn't
stabbed
have-
somebody with that knife and killed and was shooting people
I feel like Wolfie would be fine with it only because
Maybe-
Kala was almost caught because of her. You know what I mean? I feel like there are some differences, because he was ready to murder with Sun. He was like, let's do it. We gotta go. So yeah, I don't know, but I feel like he'd be cool with it, and I feel like Kala might need it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also, maybe Kala. I want Kala to rescue Wolfie. Somehow.
Well, I feel like
it's gonna be the cluster.
Yeah, but you'd like it to be mainly Kala.
Yeah, somehow.
Like the stuff with the car.
She has some really good plan.
Science it.
Oh yes, we didn't talk about that, but the moment where he's like, "That's hot," I'm like, "Yay, smart girl!"
Oh yeah, we didn't get to talk about that. Yeah, it was adorable.
Then, I think the hostage idea is a really good switch, but maybe it's more like they take out a branch or the London branch of BPO.
Yeah,
but then there's other
ones.
ones. We find out that's we're done with this branch trying to kill us, but surprise, there's others, and then maybe they I want them to team up with other sensate clusters or the other clusters to realize what they're doing.
We're gonna get Mr.
jump in
Hoyle
right here, because here's where my prediction begins.
Yes.
This is the only thing I care about right now, because it's the peak of what the show's been building to, which is Sensate should be a hive. They should be legion. We are one unit, and we saw how good our cluster can operate in these functions.
Yes.
And the show, from a production standpoint, as we mentioned earlier, has finally figured out how to seamlessly show how Sensate work in the physical realm.
Yes.
They've been able to prove, okay, so this is how he's picking the lock, but it's her hands doing it, and you can see, and so you get physically how they're operating in space 100% of the time. I need the 387 to come forward. I need full lines drawn. I need Civil War of the Sense8. You're either with BPO or you're with your original
Because
Sense8.
there's a bunch of Sensates in BPO also.
That's what I'm saying.
That is just gonna clash.
Yeah.
I need a giant
it's gonna
global
be
civil
so
war.
cool.
And what I would really, really appreciate, because we have a large political war going on, but we don't know how it connects yet, and we only have 2 hours to wrap.
Yeah, we do.
We
know how it connects. They want to control. BPO wants to control the world.
No, the other political stuff.
The political stuff. We know how BPO works.
BPO is behind all this. I'm taking a huge guess. BPO is behind the Rajan thing. There's a reason why.
There's obviously some connection, because otherwise why would it be in the show? But we don't know what their end goals are. We know they want control, but
they want to control the world. Come on, how else do you control the world? You control through money and politics.
That's too vague. It's too vague to just be we want to control. Control of what? What do you want to do with them? Are you trying to steer the war toward is it oil diamond? What is your end goal? Nothing happens just for the sake of having power.
They want to become they want to have all their sensates on their side to become the dominant race, because they said if somebody
But they're killing Sense8, so that cannot,
because they're not coming on their side.
But they're not inviting people.
We don't know that they're not inviting people, though.
We do, because we have a cluster that never got invited to the party. You know what I mean? They're killing children.
Because Angela came and this is why I think
y'all, I don't want to stop you here.
Go ahead. Sorry,
We're running out of time.
It's a theory that I really like that two people kind of said this. I'm like, in taking down the London branch, it's a blueprint for other sensates to take down the other BPO branches.
It's like Resident Evil kind of, with
which I was
all
like,
the hives and all
yes,
that
I like
stuff.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want the Civil War.
Yeah.
Okay,
Great.
yes.
Go ahead.
No, we don't have time for mine.
Real quick.
It's fine.
Yes, we do. Go ahead.
Yes.
So look,
Thank you.
So with mine, I pretty much just want a giant war, but I also want to know exactly how we're connected. I feel like if we are going to have different BPOs, I want it to be the fact that they know that there's other BPOs, but they can cut off the head of the Hydra with London. Period.
Yeah.
I don't feel like, as much as I would love another series or a comic book series of finding the other BPOs, that's fine. But if let's say we don't have that for whatever other reason, let's just cut off the head here. I don't need it any more than that. I want to find out more stuff. I want to see more sensates. I want to see that whole thing. I want to see who's actually working with BPO. I want to go back to that. I definitely want a wrap up through the credits of where are they now? If we do get a really cool thing of the wedding, we also get to see them.
The movie. The movie. How can I forget about the movie? Yes, Oscar. He won an Oscar from it. Let's not see what he will do with the statue, but.
Well, I don't think he's gonna
try that. No.
I definitely. I'm hoping, as much as the Jonas talk is awesome because there's so many different ways that we can do that. I think that he is playing a triple agent. I definitely think that he started good. Something happened where he took control, but he also knew that he was going to take control, and he had a backup. So as soon as he pretended to be part of Whisper's plan, he had another one underneath the surface.
That's where
it comes back, and it will eventually help them get Wolfie in some way, shape, and form. Or he sent out a beacon before he got hit. That's why all these sensates are coming up now. Do you see what I mean?
I like it.
The ones from Nairobi, the ones from here, they're just popping up out of nowhere for no fucking reason. So there's clearly a reason why.
Yeah.
I think that he put out a giant, look, sensates! Sensates, help me. And because Whispers is trying to do with it.
kind of-
But again, this is just my opinion. It could be dumb. I don't really care.
No, it's great.
just
I
what's
love it. It's
happening.
awesome.
So anyway, thank you guys so much for dealing with this craziness that is
Thank
Sense8.
you.
We are going to be
Pleasure.
covering that 2-hour episode whenever it happens. I think next year.
2018 sometimes.
Yeah,
Did we
so we
get
will
fall,
definitely keep you
winter, summer?
updated. If anybody has any other theories you guys want to share, put it in the comments down below, or tweet us all specifically, because we love this show and we love to talk about it. So definitely let us know. I was hoping that we were able to get some of the stars in for this, but they're traveling so much, it's really hard to get a hold of them. But you should definitely let those actors know that we did do the show. Send us their episodes, send the episodes to them, and let them know, so that maybe we can get one of them for the 2-hour one.
We would really like
But anyway,
We're totally gonna
so
try
Get the
to do
whole
that.
cluster.
yeah, we like it. We have a
We've
giant
got 8
party in
people
here.
here.
Ooh,
We
get a
could
bunch of
just sit up
Skypes
here.
going.
Yeah.
It'd be crazy. But anyway, where can these awesome sensates find you all over the internet? Zach.
Sorry with me. Hey. My name is Zach Silverman. You could find me on Twitter, social media, Instagram, all that good jazz at Zach with a CH Silverman 2, and at my website, thezachsilverman.com.
And thank you so much for watching, everybody.
Thank
The
you
chat
again,
has
yes.
been awesome, and comments on previous videos too. Absolutely love it. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Kari D Lane. That's KARIDLANE. And if you're going to Comic-Con or interested in it, later tonight I'm going to be on the Con Guy Show where we'll be talking about Comic-Con and what to expect.
Hey guys, I'm Joelle Monique. You can find me all over the internet at Joelle Monique, every week at blackgirlnerds.com. Currently, I have an article up on Broadly. If you want some inspiring words from Ava DuVernay's conversation with Charlemagne the God of the BET Genius Talks, you can check it out there. It's just so much advice. Also, this lady and I are going to be on BHL doing another Comic-Con breakdown beforehand. It's going to be like a pre-Comic-Con show, so if you're going, you want to know about panels, you want to know who's going to be where, you want to know which artists to check out in Artist Alley, come check that out. We'll get you guys informed.
Yeah, next Sunday, yes?
Yeah.
I don't know what day it is.
Yeah.
And you guys can find me all over social media at atorres890. Guys and gals and non-binary pals, thank you so much for hanging out with us for this entire journey. We loved it. Don't forget that if you guys need a safe place to talk, all 4 of us are here to help you. We really appreciate your guys' journey, and we cannot wait to see you guys next year. Bye, y'all.
Thank you. Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
We are one.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.